Australian actor Yvonne Strahovski has scored an Emmy nomination for her role scene-stealing, and occasionally psychotic, role in The Handmaid's Tale. Strahovski's performance as the cunning and manipulative Serena has earned rave reviews from critics and fans alike, with US TV Bible TV Guide declaring the Sydney native's performance was the only reason to watch Season 2. The news was not so good for Nicole Kidman at the Emmy nomination ceremony in Los Angeles overnight. She was snubbed for her performance in Top of the Lake, China Girl, as was Naomi Watts for roles in Twin Peaks and the Netflix series Gypsy. Top of the Lake, China Girl, shot in Sydney, also missed out in other categories, including Best Limited TV Series. Other Australians who missed out on nominations included Portia de Rossi, Arrested Development, Hugo Weaving, Patrick Melrose, Elizabeth Debicki, The Tale, and Jim Jefferies, The Jim Jefferies Show. Strahovski's Handmaid's Tale co-star Elizabeth Moss missed out on a nomination for Top of the Lake, China Girl but scored a nod for Best Actress in a Drama Series for her role as the imprisoned June, with Strahovski's nomination coming in the Supporting Actress category. Strahovski will compete for the Emmy against two The Handmaid's Tale co-stars, Alexis Bledel and Ann Dowd, as well as Lena Headey, Game of Thrones, Millie Bobby Brown, Stranger Things, Thandie Newton, Westworld, and Vanessa Kirby, The Crown. The Handmaid's Tale was one of the big winners with 20 nominations overall. Game of Thrones was the dominant series. It picked up 22 nominations, followed by Saturday Night Live and Westworld with 21 each. The actresses who squeezed Aussies Kidman and Watts out of the Supporting Actress in a Limited Series category were Adina Porter, American Horror Story, Cult, Penelope Cruz and Judith Light, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story, Letitia Wright, Black Museum, Merritt Wever, Godless, and Sarah Perril's Jesus Christ Superstar. Live in Concert. The miniseries that scored nominations ahead of Top of the Lake and Australia's Other Hope, Picnic at Hanging Rock, were The Alienist, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, Genius, Picasso, Godless, and Patrick Melrose. The nominees for Best Drama Series were The Handmaid's Tale, Game of Thrones, This Is Us, The Crown, The Americans, Stranger Things, and Westworld. Comedy Series, Atlanta, Barry, Blackish, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Glow, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Silicon Valley, and The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Lead actor in a drama series, Jason Bateman, Ozark, Sterling K. Brown, This Is Us, Ed Harris, Westworld, Matthew Rhys, The Americans, Milo Ventimiglia, This Is Us, and Jeffrey Wright, Westworld. Lead actress in a drama series, Claire Foy, The Crown, Tatiana Maslany, Orphan Black, Elizabeth Moss, The Handmaid's Tale, Sandra Oh, Killing Eve, Kerry Russell, The Americans, and Evan Rachel Wood, Westworld. Netflix also showed its dominance over the traditional free-to-air and cable TV networks. The streaming service led the nominations in totals by platform with 112. HBO had 108 and NBC 78.